very excited about all the great things that are going on here in the capital city. They just had a great arts festival this past weekend. I think they had a wine festival the weekend before that. There's always something exciting going on. And again, today we're going to greet you with probably the hottest day we've had in June in a long time. But at any rate, it's wonderful to be here with you, and I want to thank Nancy Lamont and AARP for the invitation to join you along with governing to discuss creating communities of all ages. And I would also like to especially recognize my friend Yogi Shah from Des Moines University and also Ken Sovereign. I've worked with both of them in different capacities. I worked with Yogi when I was president of Des Moines University. He's in charge of our global outreach area there for Des Moines University. And I worked with Ken previously when he was with the Iowa State Parks Foundation. So we are excited about this opportunity, and we're real pleased to have all of you participate. About a year ago, Lieutenant Governor Kim Reynolds and I announced our goal for Iowa to become the healthiest state in the nation by the year 2016. And we know that's an ambitious goal. At that time, we ranked 19th. I think the latest ranking has us 16th, but we still have a long ways to go. But the importance of wellness as a tool for improving health and well-being for an aging population like we have in the state of Iowa is critically important. You know, I had the honor of serving as president of Des Moines University for 6 years and 3 months, and I worked very closely with Yogi Shah. We even traveled to South Africa together and did a lot of things in our global health initiative. And when I left office back in 1999, I never imagined I could be coming back as governor. In fact, when I approached my wife about that possibility, her reaction was, "Are you crazy? Why would you give up this great job at Des Moines University to do this?" Well, I guess maybe I am somewhat crazy, but I like a challenge and I love this state, and it's an honor to be back and to have the opportunity to work as governor. I think the lessons I learned at Des Moines University also helped me be, I like to say, older and wiser than I was before. While I was at Des Moines University, we did a number of things to try to make Des Moines University a healthier place. We became, along with the hospitals here in the Des Moines area, 100% tobacco-free campus. And that's been a very successful endeavor. We built a brand new state-of-the-art wellness center. And as a retiree, I can still go back there, and it opens at 6 in the morning. So if you get there at 6:15 in the morning, you'll see me a lot of times working out at Des Moines University, and I'm really pleased to have that opportunity. We made wellness a central part of not only our health plan for our faculty, staff, and students, but also as part of the curriculum teaching future healthcare professionals. And we want them to be leaders in terms of health and well-being in their communities. Even now, as a Des Moines University retiree, I am really proud of what I see going on there and the leadership that the campus is providing in this important area. Our state faces a great health challenges. If you look at what's happened over the last several decades, obesity in this nation and in our state has become a huge problem. In fact, since 1995, obesity in Iowa has increased by 66%. It isn't just adults. We even have kids in our grade schools. 1/3 of 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders in Iowa are overweight or at risk of being overweight. The simple truth is that we must do much to improve the health of our population of all ages. Improving the health of the population will improve the way we age and make our communities a better place for people as well. The healthiest state in blue zones goals are really part of this whole initiative, and I'm just really encouraged about the response that we've seen from the citizens and the communities of Iowa. People are enthused and interested in doing what they can do to really kind of change the culture of their communities and to try to improve the opportunities for their citizens to live longer and healthier lives. the Healthiest State Initiative and the Age-Friendly City Initiative have really been something that's been a driving factor to help the community leaders as well as the citizens of our state. Iowans are coming together in their neighborhoods through their health organizations, but also through their faith organizations and businesses and nonprofits to make a difference and plan for the future. So let's make the cities and towns all across this state the healthiest place they can be to help us achieve this very significant goal. And that, of course, will make it possible for us to all live longer and healthier and more enjoyable lives. And I want to thank all of you for being part of this. I have a special proclamation that I'll show you. That's, and I'm going to sign it here. The proclamation reads as follows. A significant portion of Iowa's population is aging. In fact, we all are aging. Citizens of Iowa recognize that an aging population affects us all as individuals and as a civil society. And whereas Iowans are committed to our goal to lead as the healthiest state in the nation, and age-friendly communities encourage active aging by optimizing opportunities for health, and whereas where we choose to live, our physical, social, and cultural environment greatly impact how we live, and Iowa communities play a critical role in helping Iowans live longer and better. And whereas as Iowans stay healthier and active longer, the state, its cities, counties, and businesses should adapt to the needs of these changing demographics to serve the interests of Iowans and sustainable economic and social vitality. Whereas all Iowa communities must ask how businesses, governments, nonprofits, and individuals will respond to changing needs for healthcare, housing, transportation, food, and other essentials. And whereas on June 27, 2012, you can see how old I am, don't say that. On June 27, 2012, that's today's date, Governing Magazine and AARP will convene one of the first 4 communities in the nation to host a statewide roundtable discussion on the kinds of policies and programs needed to foster innovation and create communities for all ages across the state. Now therefore I, Terry E. Brandstad, Governor of the state of Iowa, do hereby proudly proclaim Iowa as the state committed to promoting, creating, and sustaining communities for all ages. And I'd like to ask, I think Nancy, to come up here and receive the proclamation.
Take a couple of short questions, or at least one. Who has? You shouldn't be surprised. You've been talking all morning.
Yes, sir. Down at the end.
I'm from Cedar Falls.
Yes.
And I think it would be important if you
You're one of the Blue Zone communities, too.
You bet. If you had a moment to talk a little bit about how you feel the Blue Zone initiative relates to what we're talking about here today.
Well, first of all, I've got an uncle named Carl Brandstad who lives on Bunker Hill in Albert Lea, Minnesota. Okay, he's 90 years old. So I know a little bit about Blue Zone communities, and I think he's kind of a living example of why it's important. And as you know, Albert Lea was kind of the first to do this, and we are really interested and excited about this. And what it is, it's really involved. And I think the only way we're going to solve the healthcare crisis in America is if we get people to take ownership of their own health. And I think the Blue Zone movement is a great opportunity, you know, working off of Dan Buettner's book on Blue Zones, how we can get people engaged and how we can get whole communities looking holistically at what they can do to encourage people, you know, to do the right things in terms of exercise and nutrition and all of that, but also to eliminate some of the barriers and make the community, doing the right thing, the easy thing as well. And so I just commend you and the other communities that are actively involved in that. And we're excited about it. The Lieutenant Governor and I want to encourage and support that in every way that we can.
Thank you. One other?
And Donna, do you have a question also?
I was going to echo the same thing and maybe just say, share some ideas that we have on how we could keep older people more active and involved in the Blue Zones project, because the Department on Aging is very committed to that. And we recently held a summit on falls prevention, and just a fact, the rate of falls across the nation of people 55 and older has increased 50% over the last 10 years. And so that's another aspect and reason why we need to design communities and become more active.
Interestingly enough, I met with my doctor this morning. I had my doctor's appointment this morning, and one of the things he said is, keep going to Des Moines University and doing those exercises, because that's going to help strengthen you and prevent falls and prevent back problems and those kinds of things. And so we have great machines there at Des Moines University, and I'm trying to work out on those ab machines. I need to do that too, because I'm wearing my Army uniform for the parade on Saturday. I was in the Army 41 years ago, and it's the same uniform that I have to wear. So. I promise to say I'm going to do it. Yeah, well, let me tell you, I happen to chair the governor's, National Governors Association Committee on Health and Human Services. And we had Laura Jackson come and speak at our winter meeting in Washington, D.C. about this whole goal we have to do legislation. So they're telling me I gotta go, so.
You're welcome to stay as long as you